One of the things I love to do up here at the off-grid cabin is gardening. And one of the things that the raccoons, squirrels, rabbits, chipmunks, deer, what else, love doing is eating my garden. So we're going to remedy that with this quick and dirty fence, something you can do in a day or two.
Yesterday.
Okay, so I just came up midweek to water the garden and I'm kind of pissed off. In my last video I was like, oh, it's okay if animals come and eat my raccoons, come and eat my garden, a little bit of it. Bullshit. I mean, stuff is just popping up. The beans are coming up, the corn is coming up, and there's like a bunch of holes that have been dug. I'm assuming raccoon or skunk. And they've eaten the corn that's come up, and more importantly, they've dug holes and actually dug up the any of the seedlings that were coming up. I checked the trail cameras, and unfortunately, anything outside the fence has been just chowed down on. Everything from geese to rabbits to squirrels to raccoons, and the deer haven't found it yet. So I've found some chicken wire fencing, which isn't perfect, but we had them lying around, and so I'm going to put them to use.
Later.
The magic of video, got a little bit done. Got my fencing laid out, chicken wire, just to see how much I got, get it unkinked. I put this fence post in just for fun, and that was going to be my corner post. I changed my mind. Decided that extra 3 feet will be well served. I think we'll call it a day for tonight and go make some chicken on the barbecue.
Oh my God!
The next day.
The stakes are high today. I've got these 4x4 cedar posts that I'm going to be running along the bottom, and that's what we'll be attaching our fencing to. All right, guys, we've made some progress. This is not finished yet, but this is at least going to keep some of the critters out, the rabbits for sure. And I am going to be working on this still. So again, I use this chicken wire. This is plastic chicken wire, not my first choice. However, I had it and it was free, so I used it. Now I had to put in these extra garden stakes just to keep it from sort of flopping around. But this is pretty tight all around. See, I've left a couple of inches below So I'm going to be putting some soil or some mulch there. Now I did staple. Staples will eventually wear out, of course, but that's at least to keep them out for now. So I'm going to be putting another section of chicken wire fence on the top here. So this is only 24 inches right now, and not even because I'm of course got a couple down on the ground. So I'll be putting another 24 on the top. Now the idea is with this type of fencing is that the deer, it's of course the deer can jump this no problem, but deer apparently don't like to jump in between fences. So if they see this fence, and then for one, not a lot of clearing for them, not a lot of space for them for their landing, plus having this extra fence in here, and I've got some solar lights that light up at night to let them know it's there. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Now, I'm not finished here. This is going to be my gate, and I've just put the fencing around just temporarily right now till I can get that gate fixed up. So in here, this will stay fenced in. Got a little bit of chicken wire here, but this is sort of my prize stuff, the lettuce and tomatoes, and basically the stuff that I really don't want the critters to get into. Now the soaker hose has been working great. So this is a self-auto watering system, off-grid, using a water timer and gravity. And these soaker hoses which run through the produce here. Now we just got a ton of rain earlier today, so it doesn't really need it, but I'm going to be setting the timer tonight. So I'm not going to be up here for a few days, and it is going to be scorching. I am pretty happy with what I got done so far. Things I would have changed, probably wouldn't have used that chicken wire, to be honest. For the amount of effort I did, probably could have picked up some better fencing, but it'll work. Another thing, wooden stakes. A bunch of you are going to be saying, oh my god, it's like, what are you doing putting wooden stakes, especially in a really wet area? Everything's going to rot. Doesn't matter if I put in, the 4x4s or small wooden stakes, it's all going to rot. Best choice, of course, would be getting some metal posts, which I do have around the internal garden. And eventually I will get around to them. Again, I wanted to do this in a day. I wanted to get this done quick, and it's no problem for me in a couple of years when I'm pulling those stakes out and they're rotting, then I can just replace them with new wooden stakes or get some metal rods. But my main goal for today, for this weekend, was to get this fenced in, and that is done. Yay, go garden.